next day, my Uncle Mario and I went searching for Diego at the stoplight where he usually did his magic tricks. There was no sign of him, so we decided to go and look for someone who might know where Edgar lived. Karen, the cat lady, was happy to see me again and to find that I had recovered my cat. Meanwhile, Uncle Mario seized the opportunity to flirt with a pretty kitty. Typical Uncle Mario. I need to know where to find them. Diego hasn't gone to the stoplight, and I'm afraid Edgar might hurt him.
And you should be afraid. Edgar is a dangerous guy. You have to stay away from him, not go running towards him.
I can't leave Diego alone. I gave him my word.
Your word won't do you any good if Edgar catches you. Don't make the same mistake I did. Stay as far away as you can from Edgar and his web.
What happened between you and Edgar? Why are you so afraid of him?
I have known him since he was a little boy who ran away from home. I was a few years older than him and had also run away from home. So I understood what he was going through and decided to help. I gave him food and a space in my tent so he could sleep safely. We soon became friends. I took care of him and turned into his big sister. But the street began to take him to dark places, and he was desperate. One day I caught him stealing what little of value I had left. I was shocked, betrayed by the person I trusted. I tried to stop him, but Edgar pushed me and left. Camilla, Edgar has become much more dangerous since then. You don't know what he's capable of. There are even rumors that he has connections with the Jackals gang.
I understand, and that's exactly why I can't leave Diego and his little siblings in Edgar's hands. Don't worry, I'm more skilled than I look, and I won't be alone. I turned around, looking for reassurance from my Uncle Mario, but he was too busy sniffing a kitty's butt. Uncle! Ready? Following Karen's advice, we called social services and made an anonymous report against Edgar, telling the authorities how he was forcing Diego and his siblings to work on the street.
Don't worry, I'll go right away.
A social worker visited Edgar's house, but apparently, someone in social services had warned him beforehand because when the worker turned up to inspect the place, it was in perfect shape, with everything extremely clean and the refrigerator bursting with food.
We only eat organic whole veggies and fruits.
Even Diego and his siblings, normally dirty and scruffy, now looked freshly bathed and combed, studying and doing their homework. It was the perfect charade. The social worker was impressed. Edgar gave the impression of being the perfect dad, caring, loving, and with all the adoption papers in order. What a scam!
I'm sorry to have doubted such an exceptional father.
Don't worry. To err is human, to forgive divine.
As soon as the social worker left, Edgar picked up the phone and called the Jackals, the most dangerous gang in town.
Hey, it's me, Edgar. I want to meet with you. I have a business proposition that would suit you very well. A millionaire business. Magical business.
Back home, Uncle Mario and I put our heads to work, coming up with a perfect plan to expose Edgar's lies. We need proof of Edgar's activities, and we need it fast, because my parents will be back soon.
Or we can wait for them and let them sort it out. Your dad is kind of useless, but your mom is an expert in sticking her nose in other people's problems.
What if they tell me to stay out of it? We can't just stand by while Diego and his siblings are being exploited by this scoundrel.
We can't call social services again either. It's obvious Edgar has a rat in there.
We need to change our strategy. We have to do something that Edgar won't see coming. We went back to Karen. We needed her help. So I had to tell her I was a witch. At first she was surprised, but then she remembered how I miraculously healed her kitty's paw and how a feast just popped up the next morning. Then it all made sense to her.
I knew there was something special about you. My cats won't welcome just anyone.
We have a plan to show that Edgar is taking advantage of Diego and his little siblings, but we need your help.
Camilla will be outside Edgar's house.
Oh my God! Your cat is talking!
Yes, human. She's a witch. I'm a talking cat. Get over it. As I was saying, Camilla will be outside Edgar's house, where she will cast a spell to make you look just like the social worker when you pay Edgar a surprise visit.
And you're gonna carry my dad's camera to record all of Edgar's lies, so we can get the proof that social services needs to set the kids free.
And what will you do?
Me? I'm the mastermind behind all this, human. I'll just be around in case my skills are needed.
He will distract Edgar, so you can record everything and exit the house easily.
I'm not sure, Camilla. Edgar is a scary guy. I don't want to be alone with him. What if something goes wrong?
Then you scream and we run into the house.
We?
Yes, we. We'll never leave you alone.
Promise?
Witch's word.
Okay, let's do it then.
Karen stretched out her hand to close the pact. I placed my hand on top of hers. Let's get that thug. And grudgingly, my Uncle Mario put his paw on top of both our hands.
And kick his butt.
Nervously sweating, Karen rang the doorbell at Edgar's house. Edgar's face was filled with surprise when he opened the door and discovered the social worker outside.
You again. What are you doing here?
Good morning, sir. I'm here to make a surprise inspection. It's standard procedure when there is a report.
Sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm waiting for some guests.
Unfortunately, this is not an optional visit, sir. If you do not allow me to come in for inspection, social services will review your adoption proceedings.
Edgar had no choice. He was forced to let Karen pass.
Be quick about it. I have business to take care of.
Meanwhile, outside the house, I was super focused on repeating the illusion spell to keep Karen looking exactly like the social worker. Sun's light, ray so bright, make Karen look just right. Like a social worker, gentle and kind, with this spell her image will bind. Once she was inside the house, Edgar tried a new way to get rid of the social worker.
Diego!
Scared and filthy, Diego came running.
Please tell this nice lady what you are studying now.
Now? I was practicing magic tricks.
No, he is joking. Diego, tell her what you are studying now for school.
Maths?
Good. Now, why don't you go back to your room and continue studying? We don't want to interrupt you. Lady, I think you should leave. As you can see, the kids are busy with their studies.
Wait, kid, why are you so dirty?
He's learning gardening.
This house has a garden?
No, he practices at school. And just now he was going to take a bath. Right, Diego?
Diego hesitated. He wanted to tell the truth for his brothers and sisters.
Right, Diego?
Edgar gave Diego a murderous gaze, and Diego only nodded.
Now go take a bath, you little piggy. There now, you met one of the kids. Everything is good.
I need to see the rest too, please.
All right, how about a cup of tea in the kitchen first? You look exhausted.
I'm fine.
I insist.
Uncle Mario slipped inside the house through a window to see how he could help, while I was killing it outside, holding the spell in place. But then suddenly, 2 members of the Jackal's gang arrived at Edgar's house and approached me.
Hey, kiddo. Is this where Edgar lives? We have a meeting with him. What are you doing here? What's that you're saying?
Uncle Mario was unleashed all over the house, like an agent of chaos, a destroyer of worlds. He knocked over a flower vase, unrolled all the toilet paper, turned on the water faucets, overturned a garbage can, tore the curtains, and finally knocked down a mirror. Edgar and Karen heard the loud crash in the kitchen.
Are there rats in the house?
No, of course not.
Okay then, do you have ghosts?
There are no ghosts.
Are you sure? You better check it out.
Furious, Edgar rushed out the kitchen to find out what the heck was going on in his house. Karen hurried to the children's room, where she discovered them disguised as magicians, mimes, and clowns, practicing the tricks they would later perform at traffic lights. She recorded everything.
Hang in there. I'll be back with help.
Is Camilla with you?
Yes.
Diego's face lit up. Edgar was busted. We had the evidence we needed. Now, we just had to get out of there. But the Jackal gang members were surrounding me as I just stared at them and kept muttering the spell. Sun's light rays so bright, make Karen look just right.
What are you doing, kiddo? Is that some type of spell? You're coming with us.
Bang! A frying pan came flying at the head of one of the gang members, knocking him down. It was Super Uncle Mario, saving the day once again. The gang members were distracted, and I took the opportunity to strike. Magic flow, itch will grow. On the gangster, make it show. With a scratch, he'll twitch and twitch. One hell of an itch, this witch will pitch. The Jackal gangster immediately dropped to the floor, trying to scratch a nasty itch on his back.
Girl, you are mean.
Learned from the best. Karen was about to leave the house when Edgar stopped her.
Hey, are you finally leaving?
Yes, I got everything I need. Thank you.
But Edgar grabbed Karen's arm before she could leave.
You won't give me any trouble, right?
Let me go!
Wait a second, what's happening to you?
Without me repeating the spell, the illusion enchantment faded away, and before Edgar's eyes, the social worker turned into Karen with a camera strapped to her head.
You? What are you doing here?
Me? What? Oh,
And that camera? Give me that.
Edgar, calm down. I can explain it.
That little witch, she dragged you into this. She's here.
Karen had been afraid of Edgar for too long. It was time to face him.
No one dragged me here. I came to stop you.
You don't have a chance. Get over here.
Outside, we heard Karen's loud screams, and we ran into the house. We found Edgar holding Karen by the neck. Let her go. It's over.
That's where you're wrong. This is just getting started, and you're next. You're gonna work for me, and you're gonna use your magic to give me everything I ever wanted.
The only thing I'm gonna give you is a tremendous headache and a ride straight to jail.
If you open your mouth again, I'll break her neck.
Just then, one of Karen's cats, the kitty that earlier flirted with Uncle Mario, came out of her jacket pocket and scratched Edgar's face.
You freaking cat! I'm gonna skin you!
Karen broke loose. Sight, now take flight. No more pretend, no more slight. Eyes of truth, let them find. Blindness now in his mind.
No! No!
Edgar had fooled so many people by pretending to be blind. Now he would feel what it was like to be blind for real.
My eyes! You stupid witch! I'm gonna get you! I know where you live.
Humans, dumb babies.
Will he ever see again?
In time, when he is ready. It's just for a week. I opened Diego's bedroom door, and he immediately rushed to hug me.
Camilla, you came.
Our faces were so close, within kissing distance. I promised I would.
Witch's word?
Witch's word. Diego leaned closer. Was he really gonna kiss me in front of all these little kids? Who cared? It was my first kiss. I was ready and closed my eyes. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me.
Want some bread for your cheesiness? We need to go before more jackals arrive.
Typical Uncle Mario. With the evidence we gathered, Edgar and his rat at social services were found guilty of child exploitation and sentenced to a bunch of years in prison. Edgar didn't take it very well.
How dare you! I'm gonna end you!
Diego, his sisters, and brothers moved into a nice foster home where they were treated very well, as they deserved. And I kept my promise to give them our TV so they could watch Diary of a Sorceress. They loved it, and now we're all fans. Finally, my parents came back from the Congress, and first, they didn't find out anything about what happened until...
Camilla, where's our TV?
Oops! At the conference, they had met a local witch couple, the Gonzaleses, whom they invited to dinner. They had a son my age, Esteban, who my mother insisted I meet.
Camila, you and Esteban are going to be classmates.
OMG, a Latino witch boy who looks like Maluma? I'm melting. Get a grip, Camilla.
And unlike us, the Gonzales have a lovely kitty, Aunt Elena.
Wow. I mean, meow. Enchanted to meet you, senorita.
Shut your mouth, cat. You'll get a fly in it.
The following...